On today's Made in San Diego, a local company is changing the way we look at nature. We have the founders of Mammalz, Rob Whitehair and Alex Finden, joining us now. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
What is Mammalz?
So Mammalz is a social networking and media streaming platform dedicated to nature storytelling.
You were inspired by, what, a video game platform?
Yeah, actually. So I'm a gamer myself, and so I've been part of the Twitch community, which is that live streaming platform for video gamers. And if you look at what they've done for video gaming, essentially they centralized everybody on one platform, gave them new tools to communicate in real time, and now esports has sort of been born out of that community, and there are thousands of people employed full-time entertaining through video games. And so why can't we take that concept and apply it to the nature community?
Why two guys from the Midwest that transplant very recently to San Diego is the focus on nature?
Well, okay, so I spent 20 years making wildlife films, mostly for broadcast, and Alex has about 6 years in the business. We met in Missoula, Montana, and I was born in California. Went up to Missoula, Montana to make a living doing wildlife films, and I did it, and it was fantastic. But young people have different viewing habits now, and they're looking stuff on their phones and things. So we knew that in order to communicate more effectively to younger audiences, that we needed to fundamentally change the way we do that.
And bringing an appreciation of nature to young people is important.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well,
Tell us why.
Yeah, so right now we actually see a growing disconnect between younger people and the natural world. It's not that they don't like nature content. I mean, everybody on Instagram is always looking at animals. It's just that this understanding of how we fit into the rest of life on Earth has started to depreciate. And so that's important because you have things like right now what's happening in the Amazon.
I was just going to say, I mean, we had Dr. Pat Abbott on earlier talking about how this might impact generations to come.
Absolutely.
When you look at what's going on in Brazil right now, you must be terrified.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. One of the things that we hope to accomplish with this is that by basically democratizing the nature media industry, we're opening this up to people all over the globe to communicate about things. So in sense of the Amazon, we could potentially have thousands of people communicating about this ahead of time so that we know these issues before they actually happen.
Connecting people and the issues, how much change do you think that affects? And if it does through your app, you're going to feel pretty darn good, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the hope for sure.
And you guys both lit up when we said that.
Yeah, well, definitely.
There's a lot behind this here when it comes to who you guys innately are, right? As individuals.
The mission of the company is the mission of our own lives. I mean, really, what we're trying to do is connect people with nature and make them care about it as much as we have through the inspiration that we've had from people in the past telling stories to us. And we want to keep that cycle going, especially for younger audiences, and it's hard to do that the way the industry is stuck right now. It
strikes me, we talk about young people. When we were young, you think back to elementary school age, we so much revered animals, right? Cartoons and images and everything else, stories. As we get older, through teenage years and then start families and everything else and careers, it seems like we do get disconnected, a lot of us, don't we?
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true, and that's one of the things that I think there's just so much going on.
Okay. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, how does the app work?
Yeah, good question. Well, so it's something you can have on your phone and on your desktop. And most people, when they open it right away, will know how to use it because it's very similar to Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. Just it's all nature. So anybody can upload content. You don't have to have a special account to do that. And you would use it, like any other social platform.
It can be trees, coastlines, your favorite hike, an animal, and whatever you deem nature is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's all encompassing. I mean, we want people to show us how they connect to nature, and through that, we can connect each other over that.
What's your biggest fear going forward? I know we talked about the Amazon, but the Amazon aside, I know that's a big aside, especially today, but let's say we didn't have the fires in the Amazon recently.
Yeah.
Just generally, what's your biggest concern when it comes to nature and the ecosystem that is the planet?
I think for me, of course, climate change is always an issue, but there are things, like we're losing species. Deforestation is happening. I can go on and on about this. There's a huge list of things, and
the one change we could make then, here in San Diego today, just start locally.
Yeah.
what would it be? What would you say to our viewers?
Well,
as we
San
wrap this up?
Diego's right on the ocean, and every decision we make about any single-use waste affects the ocean because that's where a lot of it ends up.
Let's just start there.
So,
right? Gentlemen, thank you so much. For more on Mammalz and how to access it, just go to our website, fox5sandiego.com, and then click on the Scene On tab. Gentlemen, really appreciate your time. Rob Whitehair and Alex Finden with Mammalz. Good luck with it. Appreciate
Thanks so
it.
much.
Okay,
Thanks for having
thank
us.
you. All right, still.